Alright. We'll give it a moment for everyone to get in. Well, we're still marked on. Well, actually, we'll do professional for the first round, and then we'll kind of see. It's obviously the event in question. We'll see how that goes. The Crimson Eye event to begin with. Everyone got the ID card already. Upgradable event trophy. Foil ID card. Trophy upgrade 1. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, we're at least try to go ahead. I'll probably play some off stream as well, because I want to at least get the foil ID. But really having all the clinking of the chains, huh? I still have this one missing. What do we have? These events. What events? Achievements. One day. One day. Well. Let's do it. So, here's going to be the run through. I'm not sure how this event's going to go. If it's like the Hollow event where it's basically the same game, but there's a slight, difference of a coat of paint, then I'll probably just stick to alternating back and forth. Maybe I'll do a little bonus stream and play a little extra though. But if it does vary and change up some of the gameplay a lot more than just, oh, now we have Blood Moon and ghosts are now aggressive and you can get more coins out of this. If it's just that, If it's not though, and we actually are doing some more stuff, where it's got, more stuff to the ghost, where it's like, okay, the ghost is now more aggressive or less aggressive, or, these things have been changed up to make the game feel a little different, then I am more than willing to go ahead and stick to a couple streams of this during the month. We still have the old ghost in the back? We do. Still got the demon. Okay, so what do we need to do again? Rising, stronger than ever. Locations. Interact with totems you find, complete optional objectives, identify ghosts correctly. Alright. What options do we have today? Edgefield, Willow Street, Point Hope, Bleasdale. I'm assuming we'll probably go Bleasdale and Willow Street, because well, Point Hope's okay. I'm actually quite fine with that. But it's also well, I mean, it's not the issue, it's mainly the lighthouse. Some people love it, some people hate it. I might go round or two on that. I'm not a big fan of Edgefield, though, personally. Oh, they changed the pictures, notice that. Yeah, we'll go Willow Street. Alright. Before we go in, I want to make a reminder. Also, I'm going to change my mouse. I feel like... Actually, no, this is spooky month. I'm going to keep the... I have a little vampire on my mouse. I'm going to go ahead and keep the little vampire on my mouse. So we're going to do a little visual refresh just to make sure everything's going correctly. I did add the right tag that I wanted to. If anyone does feel like popping in, by all means, please let me know. I'm more than willing to go ahead and have you pop in and play. I just need to know. Okay, there we go. Do I have my setup specifically for this? Loadout. I did not. Oh yes, I had the funny one. Igniter, I just need 2 incense. Mic, motion sensors. Salt. Okay, we're good. Yep. Alright. Let's rock. Let us rock. And roll, even. Okay, so this is gonna be... garage. It's good to know. We got Repellent Ghost, EMF, average sanity, maybe. Really depends on what type of ghost we're dealing with. If it's like a Diogen, or if it's something that's gonna be super easy to deal with, like a Hantu in a warm place, sure. If it's something that's a lot less nice, hard pass from me, Chief. Take the lighter. Alright. Okay, right, this is gonna be something. About 13 outside, 13 to 15, so that's decent. Obviously, the first question comes to... Nah, I ain't touching that. Not until I'm in a good spot. Real bright red. Yeah, it's not in this area. Where's the light switch on this? Jeez. That startled me. Was that a pulty bomb? That actually got me. 9.7's definitely in here. Got the water. Okay. So the one thing I'm not seeing is Gorbs. And I know we're on professional. So if we had them, we should be seeing it. My immediate thought goes to it being a poltergeist. Just because, again, that huge toss of multiple items, I'm pretty sure multiple items got tossed. I saw 2 books flying. It says it startled the heck out of me. 94, that would definitely have caused me to have a drain. Based on the number of objects that I actually was in the vicinity of. So it is possible. I'll have to see, I'll have to see. Alright, cross down. 1. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I appreciate. I'm doing okay, how are you? We're going through some of the Halloween maps. Ghost absolutely scared the bejesus out of me. Flung some things there when I was trying to scan for temperature. Was not prepared at all to have several books flung at me nearby. Yeah, I'm playing Phas right now for the Halloween event. Figure we might as well. Puts us on the usual rotation anyway. Alright, let's see what we got. Normally I like playing... Oh, reset 2, okay. You turn the water back on. Can you stop touching the water, Ghost? It's probably not very good. I'm gonna put the book regularly right here. I want a temperature update. 9.7 down to 5.6, 5.8. Good to know. That's fair. I've played during the week sometimes here and there. No, I don't have an Instagram. I do have a Twitter though. It should be. I don't think I have a command for it. I know I have the Discord command. Admittedly, I'm not as much of a social media type person. As weird as that feels to say, as someone who actively streams the game. But I appreciate the notion nonetheless. It's very sweet of you. Like the... No activity. Interesting. A huge surge. So my immediate thoughts are poltergeist, but it's like it could also be like Fae also comes to mind potentially. I've not seen any ghost orbs. I'll check again in a little bit just because sometimes they can be a nuisance for them when they don't want to spawn properly, but it really depends. So I don't touch the light earlier. I got that. I got the door. Alright. The light's off on this, right? Yeah. before. It was a fake hunt. So I wasn't worried.
Activate.
Oh! Thanks, man. Good to know you hate me. Alright, let me go back outside to rethink a little bit. That, and also to check my standing. I want to see how much damage it did to me with that fake hunt on me. 78. I was at 94 before. Spirit box. Depending on how much it could have been a phantom, I'm thinking, or Moroi comes to mind. Because I've not seen it throwing a whole bunch of stuff. Phantom would have a stronger effect on sanity. I was in the dark after I did the spirit box. It is very possible I would have had enough time for it to go down decently. One of those two immediately comes to mind as an option. I think it's probably one of those two. I'm gonna get my dots down. Because dots would confirm whether I have a Moroi or not. I'm gonna mark Moroi just for the moment. That's because I believe it, just because it's one of the two options that I think it could be, reasonably. No, it is. Just blanking because the lights are so red. EMF 3. On the plus side, it does make it really easy to spot the ghost. This feels really weird to do. But okay, I'm turning on the lights in this place because I am not having this ghost all up in my behind. I'm gonna give it another second or two. I'm gonna put the camera right there. We're gonna go back out. I ain't gonna touch any of those altars for the moment, just until we have an idea what the ghost is. Because if I make a really dumb mistake, and it turns out to be something way different than I think it is, and it turns out to be like a revenant or something like that, I really don't want to get turned into soup. I didn't put the camera down properly. It doesn't matter. Need a photo. Get some salt down as well. Just so I can work on. Actually, what's my standing sanity looking at? But yeah, what do you while we're doing that, what kind of things are you working on, a curiosity? You said you were working on some projects. 96. 94, 96. Kind of curious on that. Take a picture of the dirty water. Can you put this down like... Let me just put it down in a few places I think might be realistically possible. We can... Temperature update. 2.0. It's not going to be freezing, it looks like. It should have been freezing by now if it was. Freezing is not an option. I think it's a phantom then, most likely. Only issue is... we do have UV. And that would actually confirm... oh, it's... oh, great. It's a phantom or a poltergeist. Well, I thought it was one of those two. At the start, I did think it was a poltergeist because I thought it threw multiple objects, but it might not have. Honestly, what's left? EMF would not be possible. Dots is a phantom. Ghost writing is a poltergeist. Honestly, it's really easy to determine. I just need that other book down. And I need to see if I can get dots on the ghost. If I can get dots, then... well, we know it's one thing. If we don't, we know it's the other. Just realizing this might not be the best spot to have the thing set up at, though. Looks like this actually work very well. Looks like we have. I don't like this bathroom being the one spot. So I want to get. Okay, that's a little better. This is workable. Okay, this will actually count now. I mean, even if we're wrong, let's say that we're wrong about ghost orbs or freezing temps. It still means a mimic is the only other option. It has to be one of these two reasonably, and it's most likely a not poltergeist, it's most likely a phantom. Unless that was a poltergeist bomb that I saw at the start. Basically, at this point, we're waiting for either book to start floating, or for the ghost to show up on those dots. That's kind of what we're stuck with right now. And I'll give it a second or two. I'll see if I can get it while I'm yapping. I'll see if I can get it to happen, but if not... Because the problem is I don't know what those shrines are going to do. If it's going to end up potentially causing like a... Okay, it's a poltergeist. That answers that question. I was spot on the first time then when I saw the bomb go off. Then that definitely was a bomb. Cool. I feel a lot better actually, considering that means that... Let's take this. I think I need to I'll take another UV stick just in case. We know what the ghost is now. Actually, we don't need this. We can bring that one there. Let's get a sound recorder. I want to try and see if I can get some sounds while we're here. Just for a little bit extra cash, a little bit extra je ne sais quoi to it. We're not just identifying the ghost. We can... Like, a poltergeist is not the most threatening ghost. Its ability is just chip my sanity down if I put a huge bunch of bombs out. Bunch of items. Alright, let's get the photo down. I'm gonna drop a couple items nearby just so I can try to get an EMF reading. Because obviously if I can, that's awesome. Are you okay? I don't think this ghost is okay. I'm gonna be real with you on this one. Ghost absolutely not okay. I wonder if this is one of those I have to use the dots on it. Or if I have to use something else. I mean, I guess what I could do is I could just pick up... some fingerprint. Take it for long enough. Hold that. Did that give me the fingerprint? It did give me everything I needed. I can duplicate, move that. Fingerprint, there we go, that's unique. Don't actually need to. Oh, I didn't get it in time. Oh. Okay, it's a duplicate, that doesn't matter, I'll take whatever I can get. Obviously unique is better, but... Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna toss in my flashlight and this Oh my goodness, the thing. So I'm gonna go get the other UVs, not UV sticks. The incense sticks, and I'm gonna scatter them a little bit. I want to get a hiding spot available, just in case this thing does turn aggressive. Because it's very possible, based on... It is possible it could turn aggressive. I'm also gonna reconfirm in terms of temperature that the ghost is still in that room. Because if it's moved out of that room, I want to move my crucifixes accordingly. Just to be safe. Couple videos. Average sanity, I mean... I think we'll probably just move on. It's not like it's a Dio or something like that where I wouldn't mind. Revenant, I'd be like, we could. But no, if I get a Revenant and I get caught my pants down, I'm absolutely dying. That's just how it goes. I got the ghost right. I did. Yep, light switch door moved. Yeah. Alright, we're feeling comfortable with it. I'm gonna take one of these closer with me until I know for a fact. I'm gonna drop this. So I want this temperature still going. Yeah, 1.2. I'm gonna slightly adjust this because this should cover in, like, right here. And this should cover most of this room then too. So if I know it's coming in there, it's either coming from the kitchen or it's coming from over there. So we at least can narrow it down. Any sounds coming? Actually, I probably could spread it out a little bit more efficiently even. So I know this one is going to be top right here. And then I can do, like, I can put this, like, right here. It'll cover out most of the other area. It's still here. What do I need? I'm trying to think. Do I need... Actually, a hiding spot. That's what I need right now. That's not safe. That wouldn't help me anyway. There's the bone. Does this have a hiding spot? It has a pseudo hiding spot. Unless if the ghost comes in and might have line of sight still. Wow, we really do not have any hiding spots unless it's like downstairs potentially. Yeah. Basement time it is. I don't like the idea of having to go to the basement in order to hide. But if that is low-key our best option. Oh, there's just another altar there. Yeah, nope, I don't see anything here to save me. We have one hiding spot, and it's in this corner. Oh. Another altar. Bro's touching all the doors. I mean, I guess worst case scenario, I have, like... Can you stop with that? Ay, ay, ay. Alright, let's bring all these up closer. Because if I need to, I can really just grab one on the ground. It's not like I'm gonna be in the most danger. I'm fine with it, worst case. We gotta... I have all the stuff already. Nope. I know I heard that. I don't know if it recorded. Yeah, that would have given me off Poltergeist as well. Alright, where's that salt? Here it is. If I need to, I'm gonna put some salt like right here and like right here. Alright. What did that do? I'm going outside to check. Like, did it burn my stamina? Did it do something? It made the ghost do something. No? No, never mind. Yeah, what happened? Did nothing happen? Am I just overthinking it and nothing happened? Well, we know what it is. I'm not gonna spend more time here than we need to. We'll go into the next round. I've spent a decent amount of time here. Yeah, I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna Google it what exactly happens.
Welcome back.
Alright, let's see if I can find anything what that does. Moon altars. Oh, apparently I can take a photo of it because it counts as a unique piece of media. Blood Moon 10%, Crimson Eye team points. Maybe 20. Do they get like 10 for every altar I interact with or something? Let me see if I can find some more information. Receive rewards. What does it ghost do specifically? Not much. How many abilities did it do? 2 abilities, that was 2 pulty bombs like I thought. Kitchen, I got that. Replace my lost gear that I used, which really was just salt and a sanity med. Is there any specific... Just thinking I'm trying to go Terraria. Give me a second. Is there any detail on this? Like, while I'm curious, I'm also not just gonna sit here and be like, I'm gonna touch every single one of these if there's like a 20% chance the ghost keeps trying to hunt me, with it being like cumulative or something. Red points earned by twice by 10%. Moon totems, here we go. Red pillars, when destroyed they grant blood points. Putting each optional objective gives 3, destroying gives 2 each. Is there anything that actually does anything? Is it just... Huh. Yeah, I guess not. Let's do that. How much did I get there? Was that 20 with 6.67%? Actually, I can give you the exact math on how many you would need for that foil event ID card. Let me do that real quick. So we know it's 800 points for the trophy ID card upgrade. So that's easy. But 20. It's 300, right? It's gotta be 300. Just eyeballing it, because if it's 20, that'd be 3.33, because 3% would be, because it's 10. Yeah, 10 points for 3% instead of 10%. That's gotta be, yeah, that's 300. So you need 300 total points in order to get the ID card upgraded for the first one, and then you need more for the trophy upgrade. Huh. Well, let's get back into it. I've dawdled enough. Oh, do I want to go to... I'm not the biggest fan of Edgefield. Maybe we'll go Point Hope. I did mention that before. So I'm just trying to see if there's anything that besides... So anything... I mean, it's a photo opportunity, and it just causes the altar to disappear. Yeah, it keeps saying that there's nothing besides that. I guess if that's it, then if that's the only, like, risk that there is, and it's literally just those two things, then I feel like that... I mean, if it's just that, and you know you have an easy ghost to deal with, there's no reason not to just touch it, right? Okay, this shouldn't be too bad, though. The main thing is going to be the upstairs-downstairs thing. If I know the ghost is somewhat upstairs, it should be fine. If I know it's downstairs, it should be somewhat fine. Worst case that can happen, it's... Cool. Worst thing that can happen is if it's a middle of a, Okay, I really don't think this is going to happen, because ideally, on single player, I'd prefer the ghost not to hunt. Mostly just, I don't like the... I mean, it's like... If the ghost hunts, it's whatever. I can make do with it. It's not like I can't, but... You know, obviously, it's just, there's a certain amount of risk to it. I know some would be like, oh, it makes you a little bit afraid. Sure. You can call it that if you want. I just don't want to potentially risk losing a whole bunch of stuff because I died. And that's why, if you've noticed, when I played multiplayer, I'm a lot more brazen with it, because I know I'm not in as much danger. Like, I don't feel as much risk. Actually, where is the power box? I didn't check to see the power box was. Is it on, like, the... It could be really early. It could be on the base floor. It could be on the second floor. Could be, like, 5th floor. 10th floor. No. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. What is it? 6th floor? 6th floor. Okay, so I definitely need to be quick with it then. Actually, I'm even gonna go ahead and pull a slight difference here. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the camera. Normally I go check for ghost orbs, but given the fact that I'm gonna be in the dark for a while potentially, I'm actually gonna go grab an incense to play it safe. Because if it's like a top floor ghost, it actually might get really aggressive really early. I know, feels weird to say that, but this is like one of those few instances where I feel like I need to adapt a little differently. Okay, doesn't seem to be on this floor. Because normally I should have an idea. 14. is that it could be in any of those upstairs floors now. And that's kind of what it feels like. Okay. We do have a hiding spot here. I'm gonna keep this door open. We do have this door. I have to check here. Can we... Okay, that definitely isn't gonna be there. Alright, something tells me this ghost is upstairs on like one of the upper floors, which I'm fine with. It just means that if we get chased, I'm not gonna be as aware unless the door shuts behind me. Oh yeah, it's Where's the power on this room? Oh, goodness me. Yeah, it's definitely here. Feeling stupid. Alright, well, we know it's... I mean, I was spot on with my guess, though. It's very much at the top. I need to have... I want to get as much light as I can on. I don't remember how many lights I'm actually allowed to have on. Yep, I was right. I did have one left. Well, I just burned my... Alright. Realistically... 89%'s not bad. It's workable. So I need one for... I can deal with one for the front. I want down here. We're doing a lot of walking here. Second. I have to skip one floor. Really want to get that light back on as quick as possible. Okay. What are we looking at now? 1.9. To pull this back to like right here, but I'm like gonna make a difference anyway. I don't have my camera, so it doesn't really matter. As I'm leaving, I want to sprint away. Just in the case that the ghost does somehow start a chase, I don't want the ghost to be as close to me. This part I'm okay with, because if the ghost does start hunting, like right now, for instance, I don't think it will, but let's say theoretically it does. Okay, so the ghost starts hunting. Not great for me, that would suck, but you know, I could at least be like, okay, the ghost is all the way up there. It's most likely not going to be thinking to go down all those flights of stairs. And if I know it's there, it might not be able to sense me because I'm on a different floor. I'm actually going to carry this with me. I'm trying to keep it right there because there's no reason for me not to. And while I'm there, while I'm waiting for it to freeze potentially, what I should do more of is... I'm gonna burn this. Not because I'm happy about it, but I feel like it's just best if I do so. I'm actually trying with the flashlight as well. And I'm gonna move all this closer to the door, just so I'm saving myself on time on it later. Excellent. Touched. B. That global radio. Oh yeah, that delicious global radio. Alright, let's bring these. Like, I'm not inside the house, so the ghost cannot try to kill me. So we do have that reassurance at the very least. It's just one of those maps that, unironically, a candle might not be a bad option. In terms of just having that as an availability. Incense, it might be worth carrying a second one upstairs with me. Just because the fact of I'm gonna want some of those incenses in. Because unlike most of the other maps, I do have to spiral around a lot of staircases. If I get caught in that, that can be a really, really bad situation to be in. So I want to make sure I definitely have these incenses closer to the door. Because if I'm leaving, it doesn't matter. While I'm inside and I'm getting chased, I can't go back outside and grab them. I'll bring a candlestick, as I said, just in case I need it. Let me bring a book. I'm gonna bring both my dots with me. Yeah, I do remember playing this back in... Jeez, back when it closed around the time that I started. We had the Easter stuff. Man, that was something. Apparently I know this is a lot closer to what happened last year. It's a lot of the same stuff as last year. Oops, I actually need to pick that lighter back up though. I don't want to accidentally drop that. Is there anything else in the car I need? Honestly, maybe a second camera might not be a bad option. Just in case I need to set it up. I mean, it's an option. There's always the drop. I'm just gonna put this right here. You know what would be really cool? If they added like a tablet that was a piece of gear that you could use. Again, they need something that fights with a lighter slot. I was really hoping the audio, the what's it called? The Watchman Jiggies would be great for that. But yeah, like these things, the bonies. For like the media clip, the audio grabbers would be great for that. But nah, surprisingly not. So I'm like, well, I do like the idea of that nice being a free slot for the lighter. I don't know, if you could like swap it out with some other piece of gear. Not like saying it should be there, like, I don't know how I phrase it, like, if the lighter wasn't the only option for that free slot, or if you had like the audio there, or like the lighter, or like, I don't know, maybe you had like a small tablet that you could carry with you that would allow you to functionally see the cameras as if you were by the car. Wouldn't be the worst idea. I need to... Yes, just getting a photo of a video of the ghost, and the rest of them involve being chased. I'll bring that second book just in case I need it. I don't think I will, but you never know. Alright, let me start picking up what I want to bring in next. What do I want to bring? I want to bring a camera. I feel like that's a given. I want to bring in another incense. I'm going to hold on to at least one incense until I know for a fact the ghost He's not gonna immediately be a threat to me. Yeah, it'll be a little bit slower, but I'd rather deal with it that way. But potentially pull some risk, get caught with my pants down, and now I'm dead. I want to be a little bit slower in here. So I do have light to protect me. It's the bathroom. This is where I want to run. What's that? Okay, I need to get this because that was annoying. I thought the ghost was trying to do something involving the lights. It startled me a little bit though. Wasn't prepared for that. Didn't expect it would just pop up and do that. 1.8. It's definitely not freezing temps. I can tell you that for certain. Actually, I'm gonna keep it up here. I was gonna say like, nah, I won't, but. That's slightly more. So I can accidentally click on it. Alright. Just gotta lock in and do this. Like I would say, this game is not as scary necessarily, but like it's just more a little bit stressful on single player is the best way to describe it. And that's also why I'm like I play it very cautiously on single player. I know I've been asked off stream that once or twice. Or people like, how come you play it the way you do off stream or on stream? I was like, well, when I'm solo, I don't have as many protections, and I don't have a second player that can do a lot of this stuff for me. I'm gonna check my sanity just for the sake of argument. See if the ghost did anything while I was in there. Last goes by. 95%, yeah. Just extremely slow though. And I'd love to just move. Honestly, what I could do is just start moving this all closer. Turn on that light temporarily. Because, well, I can just grab stuff as I need to, and if the ghost shuts the door, well, I know it ain't with me up there. Okay, let's move this. Yeah, this is also probably why I've not done this map a ton without a lot of people. Without a lot of people, just with someone else. It's like, this is a bigger map. Not in the process of terms of number of rooms. Like, I do like this map, just this is a big winding stairway. A lot of distance. It's not like you have a bunch of side rooms. It's kind of, I mean, you do have some side rooms, but they're more like the upper floors. You do have to go through a large chunk of the house if you're playing, you know, whether you're playing with people or by yourself. Which I fear is a fair critique. In either case, though, it's still a good time. Just as I said, a little bit more movement. Have to move a lot more items around. Okay, once I get these all to the bottom of the stairs, I'm gonna start bringing them upstairs. Only one downside, I will not be going back down for a bit. So before I do that, I'm gonna go back out, check my sanity, just to make sure I'm not like at like 60% or something dumb like that. So I am losing sanity drain faster. 83%, I can take that. It does tell me I'll need to make like a couple trips there and probably come back down to drop a thing for me. But it could be worse. That's also why I'm like not as keen. This means bigger maps. Oh, not so sure. Right. So I'll be in this one for slightly longer. So that 50% drain is definitely going to be hitting me hard when I'm in dark rooms. Okay, we playing now. Really? Again? Again? We're really doing this today. I thought we were better than this. Apparently I assumed wrong. No, shame on you, Ghost. I'm gonna head back out, check the sanity for the secret gauge, because I don't know if that dropped me a ton. If it did, I'll burn one more of those. And we really gotta start. And that's also why I'm like, there's also a downside of this map. If you get a really high room up like that, yeah, it's a lot easier to go upstairs to hide than it is to have to constantly go up and down and up and down. Like, I don't mind it because it means that I'm relatively safe. But there's also some really heavy disadvantages, as you can imagine, with that namely being one of them. I have to go through every single floor. So I'm going through 2/3 the house. Oh yeah. Alright, I'll do this just to be safe and top myself off to full. Again, maybe not as efficient, but I know I'm getting like 25% back. Maybe 30%. And I'd rather not end up getting jumped because I hit 60%. We have a 60% ghost and I was completely unaware. I have black sand on me still. I didn't realize I had the black sand. Oh, what do I want to bring? Bring dots. Got the altar nearby, so when I go to actually bring the camera up, I'm gonna take a photo of it first. Because assuming it's not like the ghost is gonna be able to hunt repeatedly using those, there's no reason for me not to touch them then. Yeah, I'm not even gonna do this right here. Because what are we playing games here for? I know we aren't playing games. That's the bedroom. That has this right here. Alright. Let's just keep moving. Let's get through this one as fast as possible because it's dark. That's another thing too, we don't have enough lights before the breaker goes off to get every single floor, even just the hallways of them. So we have to at least get some of the ones that are not going to be a problem. At least illuminating half of this would be good. Or, you know, moving some of the stuff there. We'll bring this up as well. So again, I can easily turn off my flashlight if I need to. Let's keep going. I mean, I'm gonna be going back to the cards to check my sanity. And my sanity is gonna be like shot, and then it's gonna be like, oh, by the way, it's been 35 minutes. I'm gonna be like, what? What do you mean it's been 35 minutes? I'm not gonna bother trying to have the ghost do anything fancy. I just want to see that book gets written in. Again, I'm gonna put my... No, I'll put one right there. Drop one like right there. Because those feel like pretty good spots. You got one up top that I can hold on to if I need to, if I hear something happening. Got one in the hiding spot. I'll be carrying the one on me. Yeah, I feel like if we're gonna get attacked, it's definitely gonna be on this map at this rate. And that's just because, again, super, super high up. But at the same time, that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes we get some really easy stuff where it'll be like 3rd floor and it'll be all great. And then sometimes we'll get top floor and you have an aneurysm. Worst case, if we're in a bad spot, you know, maybe I'll end up picking the ghost when we go, type of thing. I'm gonna pick this up, head back outside real quick just to make sure it counts. I'll check the sanity while we're here as well. I'm going outside. So I'm gonna be burning as much sanity as I can. I'll be keeping as much as I can. Yeah, because look at that. We're at 7. We're that much just transporting stuff. Moon totem does count. Okay. Oh, that's good to know. I'm going to drop the camera back down then. Don't need a book. Spirit box. Spirit box is going to be rough. Easiest thing to do with that, honestly, is going to be check for it once, twice. I get a response, we go, and then I'm gonna pill up afterwards just in case it is a Moroi. I think that's what we gotta do with the spirit box. We go up, we test for it, we go back downstairs, mark it once we get out. Okay. Pretty good idea. Let me confirm that the go. Confirm the temperature still. Okay, ghost is still nearby. EMF 4. Once more, I'm gonna try. Okay, I don't think it has spirit box. I don't know what I just did. I ain't sticking around for that. I didn't know that was me trying to burn a cruci, or that was me getting my butt touched, or what. I still got stuff to move. And I really want to make sure that I have as much sanity as I can. So again, we're down to 1 pill after this, most likely. Yeah, this was probably not the best map to play if I didn't have someone else. What? I'm going back outside to check. Still had this, just in case, to be fair. I probably could have checked at least for a second more. Oh, I can check the board. Oh yeah, I definitely want to be... Let's see, I'm under 70. If I'm like 66, 69... That still, in my opinion, would be worth taking the pill. Because it's at least 30% we're getting back. It's going to be multiple trips. Okay, that is like 30%. There we go. Like 35% if I got back. So maybe I did put it a little bit too early. But that does at least mean... when it's saved. We know if we can check in a minute. We still have... That would have been great. Yeah, we'll just do this. I think for the most part we have all the immediate tools we would need, outside of like maybe bringing the black salt up. Oh, I forgot I marked that we got no spirit box response. It turned off the light. There is UV. Okay, it's actually a good chunk of intel. We got 3 things that I think I can mark off comfortably now. Actually 4. Alright, let's go outside and I can actually start realistically making guesses. Because if it starts being like, oh, I got some ghosts that I don't think I'm afraid of now, maybe we can start getting a little more brazen with it. Go outside to think. Again, I don't want to burn sanity. Better just go outside and safely do so. Also, we'll stonk the bell. Might as well. Okay, so we have this. We have no freezing temps, no ghost writing, no spirit box, and we did get UV. That's interesting. Realistically, we might have ghost orbs, we might have dots. EMF is also... Actually, all 3 of these are very possible. It's 2/3. Duh. Alright. I want to check to see... I didn't see any weird looking... Probably we haven't got any weird handprints. We've not got anything. This obviously hasn't had anything in it for a bit. So I'm trying to think... What do we have realistic? I mean, we down to a 1 in 3 already. Just based on a couple different observations. Ideally, we can get a piece of evidence that would be great. Do I have the second camera? Actually, I want to check around. I have not done that. Actually, I can potentially get an answer right now if I don't see any ghost orbs. Because all these ghosts that are left have 2/3 of each of them. Have 2/3 of their evidence. Well, we know exactly what one of them isn't. So... It's either an Obake or a Banshee. Banshee's gonna give dots. EMF 5 would be Obake. Obake is the most likely candidate right now. I think right now the best strategy actually might just be sit on cameras for a moment. Yeah, actually, I wasn't even wrong, half an hour. And just, like, flick between them. I want to see if it shows up on UV or not. Or on UV, if it shows up on dots or not. Because if it doesn't, I'm gonna assume it's most likely an Obake. Because that fingerprint snipe was good. Again, we have ghost orbs. I'm trying to think, is there anything that we might have had that the ghost wouldn't have done? Because that book has been untouched for a while, so I'm content to say it's not. I tried Spirit Box multiple times. I don't think it's going to be Spirit Box. Freezing Temps, we would definitely have gotten that by now. It's gotta not be those three. It's gotta be one of these two. Like, even if somehow it is Spirit Box would not give it an answer, so yeah, it can't be. Ghost Ring would not give one of these as an answer. Only thing that could be beyond that is a Hantu, and a Hantu would have negatives by now for sure. So I'm leaning towards Obake, personally. Again, I want to give it another minute of just looking on this camera, just to see if it walks by any chance in there, because it has ghost orbs. We know it still has to be the ghost room. Unless it changed rooms, in which case that could be a nuisance. Though to be fair, when I bring it back up, I can easily go check. Oh, I have pan on this. I can easily just... Yeah, ghost orbs are still there. So I want to look to see if it's... It could still pop up from the right, that's the thing. But we have the ghost orbs right there as well. Yeah. Alright, more Gorbs for the collection at least. Snatch them and feed them to the demon inside the house. Inside the base. I still need... Black salt would be the best right here, I think, because honestly, I don't care about the sound at this point. I'm gonna be real. I'm content to try and confirm weird footprints or weird handprints, and then get the heck out before it decides to go, here's Johnny on me. To turn me into its new treat, its new chew toy. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't see that one. Temperature's still above, right? Yep. Actually, I'm not even gonna bother on that because we know for a fact it can't be. I'm gonna go ahead and do something really dumb here. I'm gonna go ahead and burn this incense just to make sure it can't hunt. Gives me a lot of time. So I can get out comfortably. I'm just actually focus on getting more. In fact, I have the salt. Step in the salt. Footprints look normal. It would have been great if I could photograph them, but again, not my biggest priority right now. I want to get that second one right here. I'm not actually bringing the camera up at this point, but I want to try again with the dots projector with the second one, because it's very possible that even if it is, again, I'm pretty sure it's an Obake. If it is, it's gonna be, well, it's gonna be what it is. Let's put it like that. I'm actually gonna go. So we still have that other one up here. So I'm like, I can put this like right here. Have it cover out most of the other remaining area. So I think we get a pretty good idea at this point if it was. Because I stepped in all the salt. Trying to think. Honestly, the best strategy, I might go upstairs, touch like all of these shrines after I grab my 2 incenses and just boogie out. Because again, I'm gonna go play desk jockey for a moment and check again with both cameras now. And if I don't get, you know, if I don't get any indication that it's a banshee, I'm gonna assume Obake. Go do my thing, get as many of those orbs as I can, those little altars as I can, and we're gonna go. Maybe I can put a little bit of salt down to begin with. Yeah, because both of those, the ghosts that are left are 50% ghosts. And that's like another big thing to note. The light's flickering, actually, I didn't... Ah, I see, that's what it was earlier. Apparently lights flickering counts as something I can record. I don't know why that would be a piece of evidence. But... that's cool, I guess. Turn off this light, just make it a little less egregious. Yeah, I'm pretty certain. I'm pretty certain. Because EMF 5 is going to be really hard to get, whereas Dots isn't. And so I'm not seeing on Dots, it's gotta be an Obake. I want to take this last one just to be safe. Because even if it is like something where I have a 10, where I like drop my sanity by like 10 or something, I'm covered then. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this, light this to preserve sanity. Go upstairs, and then we're gonna go ahead and mosey out. It's like worst case scenario, we're just going downstairs and hiding. If it does do some shenaniganry. Alright. Do we have anything on this floor? Nope. Alright. Take this other one downstairs. We're just gonna collect and go. Again, I feel like the lack of evidence is evidence in itself. It's the same way that it works like a shade. If you see it not doing anything, there's always the potential for it being a shade based on that logic alone. So, nope. Alright. So that's... I can also go check my sanity to see what it looks like too. I want to see if anything drops substantially, or substantially rather. Yeah, no, I guess it's just free points then. like 10 right there. So again, that should be an Obake. Just cause. Yep, Obake. I thought so. It was way too sketchy. The fact that it wasn't giving me anything, way too sketchy. Yeah, 23, it's a lot. Actually, it's not a lot, but it's some. But to be fair, 23, considering I didn't get any of this. I think it was 13 for professional. Because I got like 5 of those, so that would be 2 points each based on what's said. So that would be 10. Then 13, yeah, that checks out. It's still 1,200 bucks. I want to see what the ghost did. A lot of interactions, 1 event. I probably wasn't in the room for it. A lot of sanity lost, 107% though. 99 across 33% each. Actually, no, it'd be. I think there's how much I got. Never mind, I'm dumb. Shouldn't be saying that. Events 1, hunts none. Master bedroom. It was basically in its favorite room the entire time. It didn't change any rooms. Several times didn't drop any fingerprints when it was doing stuff. To be fair, as I said, it was also just upstairs at the top. I mean, you can see I did 3.57 meters. It's a lot of walking, just going up and down and up and down. But we got it. It's not bad. We'll take it. Obviously, I need to refresh everything I used. Actually, pull myself up to like, okay, it's fine. Actually, I can keep it where it is. It's not the biggest issue. What are we sitting at now? My theory's correct. Yeah, it's like 15%. A little under. A little 14 actually, technically, but basically the same thing. Basically the same thing. Let's go back to Willow Street. Cause like we could just do a regular run through on like Tanglewood or something. Bleasdale maybe. But, I would say it's also just weirdly dark in the house. I'm like Bleasdale I wouldn't mind normally, but with it being as dark as it is on that big of a map, I'm not as keen on it if I don't have someone. Again, just because it's a lot darker, which means that and the fact the extra sanity drain. Big map. Not as big as like this or this or this or this. And the campsite, well actually to be fair, it's a 28 area, never mind, 3 floors, 28 rooms. I'm not even going to say it's not. Because like these are all your smaller maps up top here. And so I don't really like how Edgefield's laid out. It just doesn't have a lot of good rooms in my opinion. Like I'd even go for Ridgeview honestly. I wouldn't even mind if it was available. Like New Grafton, Ridgeview, Tanglewood, I'd be game for any of those. Obviously Willow Street is, we're gonna go back to it. Because like, it's nice and open. Not open enough to the point where like I'll get line of sight killed by anything, but you know, it's not like I have to go across everything like I did with this, or you know, if I have a lot of traversing to do around here just in general to search for the room. But, I don't know why I'm spinning around. We'll do it Willow Street again. I don't know, we'll see how things are going. We'll see how long this one takes. I'm like, it's not bad. I think what I'll do is I'll see what I can do for next week. So I do like this, and I do want to play through the event. As I said, it's basically just Phasmo, but my sanity drains faster, and there's random maps that are impacted. And if I'm not playing any of the random maps that are impacted, I really don't have any boon from it. So unless I get like some really good maps on the day of, then it's like I'll probably end up skipping this game next week. Normally I'd be like, oh, I'd be down to do the event, but again, this is just it's like the Easter event with a little bit less pizzazz to it. Because the Easter event, like, you at least had the things there. This one just seems to be you collect the totems, everything's got a red hue to it, and everything's slightly darker. Well, I don't have any qualms with that. You know, it's cool that it's got something for Halloween. I'm not going to complain. Some games don't even have anything for Halloween. You know, it's not anything particularly special. Like, if it was something that drastically altered the way the game was played, like, you know, now that these totems can give you boons or buffs or something like that, you know, okay, I'd be a lot more keen. Anyway, motion sensor, area with the ghost with incense. Honestly, those are both really easy to do. I just need to find the ghost's room in specific. Considering we have all of these right here, there's a good chance the ghost is on the upper floor. Heads right here first immediately. And it's like, instead of a rare chance for a blood moon, it's guaranteed. It's like, yeah, it's extra money, but extra money don't mean anything if you're gonna die. Actually, I need to check outside real quick. 13... I think it's consistently gonna be raining, it seems like. I've gotten rain consistently. So we're looking at 13 to 15, so we're looking for like a tenner. We get like a tenner in there. And I'm not talking about like a singer. Oh. You know, I was just talking about this. You know, it would be great if there weren't all the hiding spots in the ghost room. Hi, Eastronym. Alright, yeah, this is like a 9.5. It's absolutely right in the garage. I mean, to be fair, it saves me a lot of time. I'm not gonna be... Like, this is what I love about this compared to, like, the lighthouse. Because even if I got a basement room, I could go down to the basement fairly easily. Or if I got one of the back areas there, it's not bad. You know, you're not walking through the entire map just to get from one spot to the other. And that's also why, if anyone's been watching me for a super long time, you'll know that, like, I've never touched, like, Sunny Meadows for that exact reason. Because it is just miserable. Alright, let me get this. I wonder if I can get this, like, right into, a little bit closer into here. Get this one, like, right here-ish. So yeah, this covers basically the entire room. What's the temperature looking like now, just for an update? Again, no ghost orbs, right? I'm just doing double check. So I don't have any. I'm really tempted to just say no ghost orbs. That's half the ghosts in the game already marked down. That's not an option. Well, we can... I wonder what the people that live here are thinking. There's a cult that's trying to take over our area. Not if I am a cult first. What am I even yapping about? Yeah, this would be easy enough. Motion sensor's easy. I'm just gonna get it set up first. I'm gonna bring the 2 books in. I'm unlike the upstairs there, I don't mind going back to truck for this, because, again, I'm literally in there. We go in a room, left. We're already there. You know, it's not like we're in the most dire straits. Even if the ghost was all the way downstairs in the basement or in there, I don't mind. As you've seen, anyone who's been watching has seen me go downstairs, I'll be like, okay, we got down there, doing the thing. One thing that is a nuisance to me is just that EMF 5. I'm like, if I really ain't sure, I might just take like a candle with me and have the ghost blow that out for some EMF reading. Because that'll be one of the easiest ways. That said, I don't think we've even had tonight a ghost that has had freezing temps at all. Because yeah, we had Phantom, we had, not Phantom, we had Poltergeist. I said Phantom. We had Obake? I mean, we've not had any of these. I don't know. This will either be, given the time that these take. I'm just gonna maybe do one more if we have a nice quick investigation. But this is one of those longer ones because the ghost wants to be a pain in the rear. This might be the last one for tonight. To be fair, I don't think it's gonna take like 40 minutes though. Again, this is a lot easier of a map to work with. You know, 15, 20 minutes? Sure. 25 minutes? Very possible. Depending on the ghost. Double that? Now we're pushing it a little bit. So I want to push this to like... I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna move this back further. Put this like... I want this one to be facing this way. Because that covers this entire area. That's a great spot to have the dots down. I'll figure out if I need to get the second one out. If we're having trouble. But at least we know that one is nice and secure now. Nice and snug. Snug as a bug in a rug. Or however the expression goes. I don't know. Y'all are watching me for some reason. I don't know what that reason is. I ain't gonna judge. I mean, I'm grateful for it, don't get me wrong. Very grateful for it, thank you. You absolutely didn't have to. Alright, let me get this last little bit of gear. And I'm actually set up now, because I've been dawdling a little bit. I could probably have had like my books open and whatnot there. But to be fair, I do have my cameras, my photos. I got the salt that I'm gonna need. I'm gonna bring in this. I'm gonna bring my lighter in. And I'm gonna bring in 2 incense. One just in case. And I'll set it off to the side. Bone's right there. That's actually a really nice spot for the bone to be. I'm gonna go ahead and photo that ahead of time. Then take it. Worst case I get. Okay. Worst case we can just go ahead and touch the sanity pills if we really need to. It's like, yeah, that's 95%. We're doing fine. I want to see what the ghost is doing. If I had something right there, that'd be perfect. To be fair, I might just grab the second. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna get a second camera set up. I can readjust the first one, and I'll probably put it on the opposite side. And then this one I can go ahead and slap it down, and just go from there. I can actually put the second camera on it. Whoops, wrong button. And I could bring it with this one actually attached to it. And then also, I actually have a little bit of time to not only do that, but good. I can put this one like right here. think what I can do is I can potentially have... 'cause I don't like that having that only be that one spot available. I can do. I can do this. Ain't no way I don't have this taken care of. Let me get back out while I know it's safe. Not I feel any danger. I definitely am not. I know it's definitely not a demon. It would have probably been a lot more aggressive by now. Then again, I've had some very friendly demons. It's never aggressive unless someone else is there. It's like, I can't even say anything at that point. Like, demons are way too chill with me. In either case, I'll still drop one down in the room. Just cuz. Ooh, I missed that. Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's actually not a bad spot for it to be. I was right that it felt a little dark.
Injured.
Okay, injured and afraid. Well, toss this down. Where's the camera? Get this ready. If I see it start walking. 2.3, not a frozen ghost again. Yeah, hitting 1.0 at the lowest, which means it's not gonna be a... It's a nice toasty boy. It likes warming up by the fire. Alright, I'm gonna get this while I'm there. I'm gonna see if I can get this ghost walking in the salt, because if it does, I can run back in really quickly. I'm not gonna sit out there forever. Plus, if it's like a Gorio, I can check for UV at the same time. It's still close enough to me that it's still marked as writing. We have no freezing temp to Spirit Box. Wraith, Phantom, Poltergeist, Dio. Wraith immediately comes to mind based on the fact that it's not walking in salt. None of these ghosts are above 50%, so I actually do have a lot of wiggle room if I need to. Do I want anything else? I can bring some more salt in case. I've not gotten motion sensor presence. My question is, like, what is this ghost doing? Is it just going into the back room? And going fiddle diddle 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 fiddle riddle diddle diddle? Like, I don't know what it's doing in the back. Like, is it just messing around with the shelves? Is it doing... Because we didn't get anything here. And, like, that's a cause for concern. You know, it's not like we're suddenly getting... You know, temperatures out of the ordinary, but... You know... Is this ghost actually, like, right here? Put one one like right here, one right here. I did just move the door. Again, that has me curious if the ghost is wandering. Nope, it's definitely not wandering. It is just... What even is it doing? Is it like a shade? Is a shade an option? No, actually, no, shade can't be an option because... That's great, actually. Thank you for doing that. We were cooking for a moment. We had something. No, we had something for a split second of genius, even. Again, no, I'm checking again. I know it's not gonna be. Oops. Nah, I'm done. Just for a moment. I'm not going, but like, I'm done playing those games with you. We ain't playing Ring Around the Rosie while you stand in the corner. That's not how this works here. It was singing, which is more likely with a banshee. Okay, it did just go ahead and blow out the candles. No UV, which makes me think it might be a wraith, actually. I could unironically see wraith from this. Do this just to be sure. If he does another event, I don't want to get jumped down to 50%. But the fact that I've... Well, there goes that idea. Yeah, it's definitely not something that's got UV, because it did this very recently. No books being used. That's dots. I just saw that. You ain't slick. You are not slick. Is it a Diogen? EMF. No, it would have to give me... You'd have to have EMF 5. That's like the big concern, though. I'm dropping salt down again. Again, it's an EMF 2. 2. Oh, you do have UV. Well, ain't that something? And here I thought I was getting played for a moment. Allow me to leave for a moment. I'm gonna leave. It should be a phantom. Yeah. Dots, UV, spirit box. It's a phantom. Yeah, you had me for a moment there, Mr. Phantom, with that no UV. But yeah, couldn't resist. Oh, before I do that, before we go, alright, let's go ahead and grab... Actually, I can get 2 of them. There's literally no reason for me not to get 2 of them. Let's do it. Let's cook. Oh, we're cooking. What are we cooking? Ghost soup? But, I ain't got one of them yet. What I might do... I'm gonna see if I can get... Doesn't count. Okay. I don't know if it would or not. Let a croc be curious. Okay, so they do have different spawns. Three. Bro. 4. He really thinks I'm gone, so he's gonna have a little rave in there. Oh, weirdo. What did I say about raves? Ugh. Fine, have the rave. Just kidding. Give me the... stamina, please. Thank you. No raves at 2 in the morning. You mean it's not 2 in the morning? I don't care. It's still 2 in the morning because I said it is. Even though it's not even midnight. Yeah, Phantom again. I mean, to be fair, surprisingly we've not had duplicates. Was a suspected Phantom earlier, though. It's a mimic. What?
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Oh, I got actually all the quests done. That's a lot of .30. Dang. That's several percent right there. It's like, what, 5% instantly? 6%? Actually, what am I saying? 3%, 10%. 300, that's like 10% right there. Assuming that I'm not foolish. My assumptions? Yeah, that's absolutely correct. We went from 14.33 to, I think that's 300. From 30 right there. I mean, I'll take it. Incredible event trophy. We're 1/3 of the way through. It's nice. On the plus, I know that they did say at least that for people that missed out, they'll have the option to upgrade again. Get it over time. But yeah, we'll have like 3 weeks of this. So I'll definitely be coming back like twice. I don't know, twice. At least once, rather. So it really depends if I can get some people for it. But even if we don't play it like next week, that would be the week after. And then maybe like the week after. I don't know. Really depends. Really depends. Reload and redo. Yeah, that light switch actually came in clutch for me. Well, to be fair, it also helped too with. Let's go straight for 2 seconds. Neat. Nice. But yeah, there's no reason not to. I'll be fair. No, I was gonna say something entirely different, unrelated. By the way, yeah. So there's no reason that like I wouldn't have gotten it, even without the thing. But I'm like that light switch absolutely helped, because it gave me an extra check in case like the footprints would not have given it to me. So again, we're playing professional. I know I could go ahead and play 2 evidence, but I'd play 2 evidence if we were playing on one of the standard maps. If we're doing this, I want to keep it nice and simple and just be like, okay, I know for a fact this is what I'm dealing with. I know for a fact this is how I have to solve it. Anyway, we got time for one more. Let's see if we get any duplicates. Chasing someone's not gonna happen. Photo the ghost is possible. Firelight's easy. Firelight's a guaranteed. I think it's at least 13, so it should at least be 16. Barring any like yeah, oh, I had the one on the table already in the kitchen. That's why I was looking for a 5th one that I didn't even have, that I already had. Yeah. Maybe it didn't, right? It doesn't matter. That's a UV stick. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. I don't care if we got it on footage. I know it's gonna be like, we got it on footage, we got it on footage. I don't care, we have it. We have it now. We got this now. Good enough for me. 13. I didn't even check. We still have the garage. We do. Awesome. It's literally here again. Man, I mean, I'll take it. Like, of all the ghosts want to have a rave inside this room, I'm game for it. I'm actually fine with not having hiding spots in this room specifically, because if I had hiding spots in here, they'd be kind of wasted. Alright. Get the crucies down as per usual. Means even something like a demon isn't going to be a problem. And again, if I see like it hunts early, I'm going to immediately be like, okay, demon. We do have one hiding spot there, technically. But thank you. I'd prefer you not shut the door on me, it's a little rude. I'm not sure what we're going to do for next week, honestly. I don't have any immediate plans that come to mind. Maybe we'll play some... Go back to... I think... Unless like I have a collab or something like that going on. What I'll probably do is... I'll probably brawl up the regular schedule. Pick back up on Hitman a little bit. I know I've been putting off playing like Medieval Dynasty and like Schedule 1 again. Like I do feel bad about that on one hand, but I'm like, I've been having a lot of fun playing Hitman. And I want to at least roll out the first game, finish that up before I move on. Because it feels like weirdly, what's the term for it? Like, I don't know. It feels like it's wrong if I don't finish it up. Just that way I have something going on. Alright, we got this entire area scanned in the corner now, so we'll know pretty easily if something's in there. Okay, most of these ghosts are like 50% ghosts. Honestly, I should probably play a little bit too safe when I was doing the other thing on the Ubake anyway. Like, once I get down to 60%, I can start worrying, because, I mean, let's be realistic here. This, if I'm not in the room for a while, this could just mimic into whatever. 65% if electronics are on, so yes. 60% bass. I'm not using the microphone, so that's 50%. 75% bass. I think that's everything that I'm... Yeah, I don't think any of them have, I think, above 50% otherwise, or it's the majority of them. Like, I got the crucies. I feel real safe. Worst case, if they get burned, we have an idea. Take this for an update. 1.2, we get anything that hits below 1.1. If I get anything that's below a 1, I'm gonna immediately assume it's freezing, because otherwise it wouldn't be. That's kind of the easiest way to work with it. If you ever get anything, if it's not marked as 0, it will never go below 1 degree if it's not freezing temps. So if you see a flat 1, and it doesn't go anything below there, that's a pretty good indicator. I don't think enough time has passed that I can confirm freezing temps or not, though. I could see it being the case. It's doing something. Check again. Scan 2.2, 1.7, 2.0, 2, 2.5. .8, 2.2, whoops. We're not having this cool down, no. So any kind of wandering it's been doing has been very brief. Not been wandering outside of here. I said 3.0 in here. It's not been wandering to there too much. Yeah, I'm suddenly suspecting it might not be freezing again. If we get no ghost with freezing, that's gonna be funny. But yeah, this seems unlikely. I want to bring the second camera in. I'm gonna look for ghost orbs again. If I don't get ghost orbs again, I'm gonna assume... I've actually only gotten ghost orbs on the Obake today. Yeah, I'm not getting any marks for ghost orbs. I'm looking all over this place. So, high suspect, no ghost orbs. So, that already gives us a bunch of ghosts that we've cleared out. And we know no mimic. Got a lot of the same ghosts as before. Like, 3 of our 4 ghosts that we've had, assume that we don't have the ghost orbs, that means 3 of the 4 ghosts we've had have just been in the same category immediately. Which is just unlikely. You know, it's just not likely. I want to pan this slightly here. Because if I get something here, I can get something there. The problem is I'll need to set something a little bit more. I mean, this gives me a little more room. I can focus more right here, actually, for the moment. These two are definitely something I'm gonna have to toss out. I'm not gonna set it down yet until I have the camera with me, because if I have UV... Bro! Can you not? Probably gotta pop a sanity pill. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, I'm doing that just to be safe. I don't even have my lighter. I gotta go check to make sure the ghost isn't just wandering and that it was just... I gotta make sure this ghost didn't just change into this room. Because if it did, we gotta account for that now. Seen it slam the door in my face. Being extra rude. It probably did. Getting a 4%, 4 degrees is not good. 3.7, yep, it's probably changed rooms. Like I said, I suspect it's now in the front room. Maybe it's going elsewhere. The fact that this room is starting to warm up tells me it's definitely not in here anymore. It changed rooms. So now we gotta go back and do the exact same shtick again. Take a crucifix with me. Or not crucifix, let me leave this. Actually, I'm gonna leave the crucifix right here. Just in the off chance that it is, in fact, right here. Still really warm. It's not going down, but the fact that we're getting 3 degrees and like 4 degrees, and not like 1 to 2, like not like 1 to 3 even, it's a really bad sign in my opinion. The ghost definitely changed its room. And that means, congrats, we gotta go find it again. I hate when it does that. To be fair, I don't think anyone does either. That's also why when I play, I go ahead and have the ghost room not change when I use 2 evidence. So I don't think it's a necessity. Like, it's just more challenge for the sake of challenge. Alright, let's go check around. Okay, it's not in the garage anymore. Yeah, it's warming up way too fast for it to be in the garage. Which means this thing has to be roaming around. And we can find out if it's in the basement real easily by narrowing down. Getting something that's not like 21 or 20 in any of these places. There's the bone. I'm gonna keep that light on. Let me actually turn this light back on briefly. Actually, I don't even have this one on. Oh. Just arguing with myself at this point. Let me just go ahead and take the photo and deal with it that way. Yeah, something tells me it moved to the basement. Which I'm fine with, but like, it's a little annoying. You set everything up, and then it goes, nah, you're just going up there now. You're going down there now. I suddenly don't get any cold readings down in the basement. What'd I say? If I suddenly don't get any cold readings in the basement, well, ask and I shall receive. Ask, and thou shall receive. Oops, what button? Nope.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Did the game? Ah, disconnected client timeout. Oh, does that mean they're rolling out? I guess we'll never find out what that ghost was. I'm assuming that means they're probably popping an update here in a couple. That or my internet just dropped. Which it seems I did not have. Let me go double check. Am I okay? Ah, that's why. Well, that's an anticlimactic way. My guess, based on what we had. I put these down. We didn't get any dots, so I would have assumed it wasn't that. EMF 5 wasn't likely. I didn't see it throwing things. I would have assumed it was probably a miling, personally. Oh yeah, it definitely dropped me then. I think we had a spike in internet. I think that's exactly what it was. I think what would have happened... Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, so what I think would have been the case was, I think we had a miling or a spirit. I'm thinking more personally miling based on... Well, I didn't actually get any audio, so I can't really tell. But like, I don't know. I don't know. Cause we had, I mean, we had like this. We didn't really test for anything else too much, but I mean... I said, I don't think it was this poltergeist just because, again, it wasn't throwing things. It was very calm. It was more into eventing. So I think it would have been one of these two at the end of the day. Because dots we didn't get. Not with eyes, not with camera. Ghost orbs we didn't find any of. Freezing temps we didn't get at all. So... and again, like EMF 5, it would have been very possible. It's just possible we could have just not rolled it. But, oh, well, that sucks. Oh, yeah, it's 300 event points. Yeah, contribute 300 event points. $2,000. Yeah, we'll see what the situation is for the next time we play. So I think we're going to, given the time, I'm just going to end things off, roughly. I don't know why I suddenly have no progress on my ID card. Go back on my single player. There we go. Oh, it doesn't matter. Foil event ID card. I know I have like 300. I got like some amount of points. Not a big deal. Whenever I load back in, it'll be fine. Let's see. Next week, it'll be the usual mostly for next week. As I said, I think that'll be the plan. Well, otherwise, I'll be seeing you all next stream. Take care, Haplings. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Or I guess evening, actually, at this point. Considering it's Saturday. Take care. Bye-bye.